Energy reading for the upcoming week. Are you ready? Okay, this is going to cover Sunday, May 31st through Saturday, June 6th. Okay. First of all, just the tiniest little apology in that I am acknowledging that I like to chit chat and I just love to talk and talk and talk and ramble. And so these videos are never as concise as maybe social media or Instagram wants them to be. And so I'm just telling you, please sit back, just take a minute, take 5 to 10 minutes and sit back and enjoy this. I am speaking from my heart and it's unscripted and it's just going to be lovely and you're going to pull all these nuggets of information. So let's just get rid of these rules that I have to be concise. Who made up that rule? That is a crazy rule. All right, all the good stuff is in what comes out of my mouth. Okay, here's the other thing that I want to tell you. I tried to be very, very organized this week as I did my energy reading. On this sheet of paper, I even wrote down Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, because I was thinking, wouldn't it be really cool if I gave them day by day a piece of advice for each day this week? That was my intent going into the records, into the collective records of this week. Now, I got there and I opened the records and the guides had another plan altogether. And so this is just educational, and I'm telling you that sometimes you will come to an Akashic reading with a plan and you'll say, I've got it all planned out. I know exactly what's about to happen. And then we enter the records and sometimes the guides have something else entirely that they feel really strongly they need to share right now. And that is what's happening now. So perhaps in a future week, I will be super organized and tell you things every day of the week. It is not that week for that to happen because there is a message that is waiting here for us that they feel is the most important thing for you to hear right now. Here it is. The moment I entered the records, I heard the phrase, "You are magnetic." And I thought, you're going to laugh. At first I thought, oh, thank you. And then I realized, get over yourself. They're talking about all of us, everything. All of us in the collective, we are so magnetic. And then they gave information on how to harness that. Because we are only magnetic when we are leaning into our superpower. And I know I say that word, and here's what I mean. Every single person has, this is true, every single person has a superpower. It's just not as cool as what Marvel would have us think. So I can't breathe underwater. I can't fly. I can't manipulate time. All things I would love to do. But I do have a superpower, and every single person that comes to an Akashic record reading with me has a superpower. And if you ask, they will tell you what it is. Sometimes you don't ask and they tell you what it is, because this is, if you only asked one question, this is the most important thing for you to know about yourself. You need to know what your superpower is, because this is your only job in this life. Okay, maybe we have more than one. This is one of the most important jobs you have in this life, is to understand your superpower, to lean into it, and to act in that strength in all you do. When you do that, that is when you're going to see things clicking and showing up and all the wheels start turning, and the goodness is there. All right, so think about what your superpower is. Book a session with me, I'll tell you. But if that's not available to you right now, think about your superpower is something that you think isn't special about you. You might even be really, really annoyed with your superpower. And I'll give you my personal example just so you have a frame of reference here. Okay. My superpower is, it's two things mixed. It's my ability to be to have unfiltered joy mixed together with authenticity. Now, that's how I was as a child, and then adolescence and grown-uphood. Society obviously taught me that that wasn't cool. So I've covered it up. And only recently, as I have been going down these alternate healing paths, have I rediscovered it. That I am a very joyful person. Unfiltered. It's too much. I think it's too much. I think I have spent most of my life covering up my joy and trying to hide it. And the message I give myself is don't show them how joyful you are. That's not cool. They're going to think you're cuckoo. No one's going to want to hang out with you if you're that optimistic, if you're that happy. And yeah, most of us have that messaging. You probably have that messaging about your superpower. It's something that comes really naturally to you that you don't have to think about, that you've probably been trying to squash. We don't want to do that. Okay. When I combine my unfiltered joy with authenticity, speaking and expressing myself from a place of truth, I'm unstoppable. I know this about myself. I'm unstoppable. I'm unstoppable. I am so magnetic. Everyone wants to talk to me. And I want to talk to them, and I can't stop myself because I have all this unfiltered joy and optimism, which makes me so uncool. I'm so not cool. But I'm happy and I am magnetic. So the message for me is I better lean into that this week. This is the week for being magnetic. This is the week for things to click into place because I'm leaning into my superpower. The other part of mine is authenticity, because if I am not living in my truth, if I'm trying to be someone else, the joy is unavailable to me. It's hidden inside because I'm telling myself it's not cool. So for me, unfiltered joy and authenticity. I'm not scared to tell the truth. In fact, this is another thing I don't like about myself. I tell the truth too much, to such a degree that it pisses people off. Makes people not want to be around me because they don't know what I'm going to say next. And I have several personal anecdotes to prove that to be true. So I do not like my honesty or my joyfulness, but it turns out this is my superpower. Okay, I'm just giving that to you as background because you have a superpower. Think about it. What is it, a thing you actually love it about yourself? And it's when you feel you're in a state of flow, you are doing this, but you might find it annoying, or you are worried that other people find it annoying. Well, my friends, this is the week to lean into that ability. Lean into it. We've got to go 200% into unfiltered joy. So everyone around me, beware, because it's going to be coming this week. Now, that is the only instruction they've given this week. They haven't told things to look out for. They aren't really allowing me to ask for more details, or I can ask, but they aren't giving information. So I'm feeling like this is a piece of the puzzle. This is the first piece of the puzzle, and next week we're going to be uncovering more and more. So this is your homework. More won't come until you do this homework. Think about what is your superpower, lean into it. Reach out to me, book a session with me. We can discover it together if you feel like you're having trouble. Please tell me what your superpower is. Can you just leave a comment? Because I love knowing people's superpowers. I am so curious, and it makes me really joyful. It's an honesty thing. Yeah, tell me. I'm going to be over here being all optimistic and uncool.